Guerrilla Productions proudly presents The Funnier and the Funniest, or rather, The Riskier and the Riskiest, because, as you may have noticed, this Ferrari, Ferrari model, has grown in size ever so slightly to 1:14 scale. This is by Rastar, and has working lights in comparison to the last one you saw, and we're going to give it a little test run live on air. Here goes. As you can see, working lights. I'll see if I can get it to turn around, and you can see the lights working at the front. There we go. Whoops, don't ding the car. Might have to sort out the steering tracking on this one, I think, because it seems to be pulling to the right, but not so badly. This is Rastar 1:14 scale rather. The other one was 1:24 scale, and by a different manufacturer. And as you probably know from one of my videos, the last one conked out on me rather merrily. So it's working now. We've got another one. That's fine. And this is a new one which came in at Christmas. So we've got a couple of cars in this scale now, and we're going to review those as these videos go on. So, as I work out my next move carefully, go towards the camera. Whoops, don't ding the car. That was a particularly bad one. Whoops. Right. And we can turn around on the camera. There we go. Get us to come in, face the camera. And there we go. As I said, I've got to sort out the steering tracking on this because it's pulling to the right. So yeah, this is the Ferrari model, the latest one, and it's in red again with a black roof like the other one was. And I'll just put it so you can see it. There you go. Yeah, red with the black roof, and it's the latest model, the latest 2016, I believe, Ferrari, and the doors open on it as well. Doors open upwards on both sides, which is particularly impressive, and a feature of one of the unique features, one of the unique trademarks of Rastar's 1:14 scale range of radio controlled cars. They do a variety of these. They do a number of types, which I'm quite impressed with, and a variety of colours as well, apart from this Ferrari, which is only available in red, the traditional Ferrari red colour, of course. And they also do the BMW i8 and Range Rover. I believe they do a Range Rover Sport or an Evoque in this scale, which would be very impressive if we had that to hand, but we don't, so very sorry about that one. Right, okay, so we'll just give this a little lap of honour. Whoops. Do a quick manoeuvre, I think, as it's lap of honour, and then get it to reverse all the way down the rung so that it is off camera. Ready for the next one, says me. So we've got to go have a quick fumble on the underside on that one, and a quick fumble on the underside here for the switch, because these actually operate from the same type of control units, and if you're not careful, you will get two cars moving at once. Now what you see is the BMW i8 from Rastar, 1:14 scale again, with working lights in both directions and opening portals, and they both open upwards. These are actually easier to open than the Ferraris because the Ferraris have clips. These don't, these are free moving, and we shall get this to show off a little bit on camera, because this is very nice. They're very smooth running, these, and very quiet. Very efficient on the rechargeable battery front. They both run off USB recharges, so you can recharge them off a USB switch, USB cable, which is actually built into the car. So you just plug that into a phone charger, and the car will charge on its own accord. It takes about an hour or 2 hours. Whoops. So yeah, this is a BMW i8. It's also available in white in this scale, and in remote control from Rastar. Has blue working lights at the front, this one, I think, to blend in with the colour scheme. And it's the latest i8, of course. That's the 2017 model. It's a lovely car. They both run very smoothly, and they both have the same recharge mechanism which is built into them, and you just open a hatch on the underside. The cable is there, and you stretch the cable out to the charger, plug in, and leave it for about an hour to 2 hours as the lights blink. Once the lights have stopped blinking rhythmically, that's when you've charged and you are ready to run once again. These are both fully charged, as you can probably tell from the speeds they're doing. And this one's got a nice speed tracking on it, speed tracking factor, nothing to sort out. Very smooth running, as I said. It also fits under sofas. Right, as you can see, we are in Shoesville racetrack, and the shoe park is there live, and that's our audience for today. So it's like racing live from Donington on a racing green sofa, which is appropriate for me because that's one of my favourite colours, although I have no remote control cars in racing green. Let's get it to turn and face the camera so you can see those lights at the front. There you go. Right, so that's the BMW i8 and the Ferrari from Rastar. Now, remember what I said about the control units? The controls of these are identical. So, if you want to really burn your batteries to a really chronic extent, I can show you a little trick, which may be not that. That wasn't seen by anyone, thank goodness. I can show you a little trick, which happens if I bring the car over here and I turn them both on, at the same time. I'm trying to get them to hit each other. So, if you switch both on at the same time and space them apart sensibly, you can have a little race. Ah yes, there we go. You can get them to move in sync and have a formation driving team. And that's where they obviously I've not really done this before, so get them to chase each other and do formations. And this is with one control unit. Obviously the Ferrari fits under the sofa as well. So if you want to burn your batteries like this, as I said, that's the way to do it. Or you can have a bingle, there you go. And more formation driving, with a little ding there from the friend in the Ferrari. And don't forget, this is with one control unit because they're identical, running on identical frequencies. So, plan my next move carefully, there we go. And that is, let's put them both on camera. Hopefully that's on camera, not off. Ding. There we go. Let's get them both on camera so you can see them. Hopefully that's all in view. Or that will all be in view. There we go. So that's the Ferrari and the BMW i8 in 1:14 scale from Rastar.